really didn't want to start in basketball, but I was out of high school. I was 5'5". I was the same height as my wife. I scored 2 points my entire freshman year in basketball, and I really didn't score my own thing. But they did give them to me, so I was very appreciative. So first off, thanks everybody for coming today. A couple people just walked in. Our great Attorney General, Pam Bondi, is making sure the federal government does the right thing on health care, right?
Thank you, Governor.
Yeah. And then Senate President Mike Herald, his wife, Stephanie's here. So I'm glad you're here. You know, this is, I want to thank everybody in the House and the Senate for allowing us to do this. As everybody knows, our biggest issue in the state is getting people back to work. We need jobs. And this change and the streamlining of this and this team up here is going to make it happen. You know, if you look at, you can take each part of it. You can look at what we're doing with Visit Florida. We've had a great year. 82, we're going to have what, we're up 7% this year in tourism. We had the biggest, the highest bid tax revenues in the history of the state, I think in almost all the Panhandle counties we just announced. So we're doing well with that. We've got a big focus in workforce, in making sure that our workforce boards are spending the money wisely, getting people back to work. Clearly what Grace Wolf has done has put us back on the map. Florida now, you know, historically people thought of Florida as a place to, a great place to visit, you know, a place to retire, a great place for fishing, and now we are a great place to move businesses. This last week when we announced Time Warner moving 500 jobs here, that was a big wake-up call to the rest of the country. We're clearly competing, and we're clearly going to beat Rick Perry in Texas, which I tell him every time I have a chance to talk to him that we're going to do better than Texas has done. They've been the job creator. But if you look at this team up here, this is the team that's going to make it happen. We're doing trade missions. Jennifer's going to South Africa in November. And she's promised to bring back jobs.
Right.
You know, she's not. She's got a track record. Her son, as you know, plays for the Dolphins, so she's got a track record of making sure she wins at all these things. And she's slightly competitive. Slightly. But we've done trade missions. So we had a great trade mission to Panama, and everybody knows we're going to do the right thing. Make sure our ports are that we're going to be the shipping capital for the East Coast. We put the money into the Miami port. We're going to make sure our other ports are ready to the extent we can. We did a trade mission to Canada. We met with over 130 companies. And you know, Enterprise Florida, I mean, this whole team is one doing these things. We're going to Brazil in, I think, 2 weeks. We're taking, I think, 200 to 300 people with us. We're going to come back with jobs. So this team is going to be the team that does it. The structure is very streamlined. We're going to make it happen. But I want to just thank everybody in the House and the Senate, because this couldn't have happened, and it generally wouldn't happen this fast. Giving a business guy the opportunity to go do this stuff. This is what I like selling, and that's what I'm trying to do for the state. I know all of us up here are going to do that. So thank everybody for coming today. I just want to thank everybody for, there's a lot of people here that are making things happen. I could name after name of people here that have made things happen already this year. But we clearly, this is going to be a big impact, but clearly the people that are running our agencies now are clearly focused on getting people back to work, solving problems, getting permits done quickly. But this is going to help us a lot. So, congratulations, Doug. For your opportunity here. Doug is also somebody that clearly wants to win, and has promised me that we'll be very successful with this. So, we'll take a few questions, and then I'll turn it over to Doug.
Governor, yesterday you talked about your goal of bringing Chicago Mercantile Exchange to Florida. Are you employing new strategies with this new DEO for that program?
Well, you know, the biggest, if you look at, and I've been involved in companies moving. The biggest issue you deal with, I mean, clearly taxes are important, regulation is important, permitting is important. The workforce is very important. The quality of our workforce is very important. But then on top of that, there's subjective things. Do we want them here? So, you know, part of what we have to do is make decisions quickly, and have everybody in Florida needs to let people know. If we want a company to come to Florida, if we want people to come to companies to move here, we got to let them know. Anybody that knows anybody at the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, let them know. We want you in Florida. I mean, I'm sure everybody in Tallahassee would like them here, but I want them in Florida. Whether it's Tampa or Miami or Palm Beach or Orlando, Jacksonville or Tallahassee or Pensacola, we need them in this state, and it'll create a lot of other opportunities.
How much in tax incentives will you ask for the legislature to approve this year?
I haven't decided. So. All right. Thank you very much for coming. I'll turn it over to Doug.
Thank you, Governor.